Eze's back in full training. I'm absolutely buzzing about that. I'm sure you guys are too. Plus, I also want to discuss Zubimendi's struggles and how we resolve them. Stick around for that. But first, guys, you know this is a new channel. If you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. It really helps me out and I'll massively appreciate it. Eze is back. Buzzing about that. And great timing, because I spoke previously on a video about how, you know, everyone's getting on Ødegaard's back. He gives us control, but he doesn't necessarily get us that cut through. We saw that against Sporting Lisbon as well, and then Kai Havertz coming on and replacing him. I think with Eze, because he plays in moments, he doesn't necessarily have to be affecting a game or controlling a game for a full 90. Obviously, great if he does. But even if he doesn't, he pulls out those moments. We've seen it against City this season. We've seen countless against Spurs. We've seen it against Palace. We've seen it against Bayer Leverkusen. And I think at the business end of the season, where we need to just get over the line, actually, is what it looks like, moments are going to count for a lot, both in the Premier League and in the Champions League. So it's really, really good news that he's back. And also, Ødegaard's picked up another knock. I don't know how serious it is. You guys in the comments might be able to tell me a bit more about it. But with him having picked up a knock, we've got Bournemouth coming up. It's great time that Eze's back. I don't really want to throw him in the fold, though, and just having to start and play a full 90 minutes. It would be good if we can give him maybe a 30-minute cameo. Bit of an outing before Man City next weekend. But either way, it's great that Eze's back before the City game. And ideally, I want to see him get some minutes under his belt against Bournemouth, or maybe even midweek in the second leg against Sporting Lisbon. Martin Ødegaard, I'm not too sure about how bad his injury is. Apparently, he's picked up a knock, and so has Calafiori, which is a bit of a problem for what I'm going to discuss in the second part of this video. But I also want to know from you guys, I feel like the Arsenal fan base is split. Some of the fan base are saying we start Ødegaard. He's our captain. He's back. He just needs to run the side. He gives us more control. He leads the press. And all of that is true. But there's another half of the fan base calling for Eze to start, or even Kai Havertz to start and Eze to come on. And eventually, as Eze gets back up to full fitness, Eze reclaims that spot from Ødegaard. I'm not 100% sure which camp I'm in. I'm a bit on the fence. If you're asking me to lean one way or the other, I probably lean towards a fully fit Eze for the reasons I described, because those moments are what Ødegaard isn't providing right now. And that for us is a major problem, especially as we go into, we've got one foot in the semi-final of the Champions League. I'm not discounting Sporting Lisbon out, but they've got to come to us. And I think we should go through. But we've also got massive games in the Premier League, starting with Bournemouth. We win that game with the early kickoff, right, on Saturday. We win that game. City then travel to Chelsea on the Sunday, 12 points behind. It's imperative we get the win. We can put real pressure on City. And I know it's all about keeping the focus on us and doing what we do, and don't worry about City and all of that. But it's the business end of the season. You have to have one eye on City, albeit two eyes on the game first. Get the job done. You do your bit. The rest will take care of itself. But if we can really pile on that pressure, I'm not sure City get the win against Chelsea. Going into that game, 12 points off the top. Don't care what kind of momentum they're building up. Yes, they've just slapped up Liverpool. Yes, they've done a job on us in the Carabao Cup final. But 12 points is still 12 points with only a few games left in the season. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll be super interested to see what you've got to say, and I will respond to every single one. Now, Eze being back is great. That's one part of a problem potentially solved. Want to stand out like the freestyle pros? Then Premier Baller was built for you. 120 elite level skills to learn and master. Professional step-by-step training created by top UK freestyler Jay Rosa. This is an elite online academy for serious ballers. 10% off your first month right now with the code BALLER10. Your game is about to change. The other problem we've had, unfortunately, has been Zubimendi. Started his Arsenal career like a train, hit the ground running. He was our metronome, and he's been brilliant, right, for the first part of the season. I mentioned on our parent channel, link in the description below, a couple of months back that Zubimendi was slightly on the decline. And actually, you could see it in full effect. At first, I thought in the Carabao Cup final, I thought he was going missing. He wasn't making himself available. But actually, what teams are doing now is what City done. They're pressing Zubimendi high. Some teams are actually putting two players on Zubimendi, which then takes him out of the game and he's unable to get half a yard or a yard of space, which is now forcing Rice back. People saying we want Rice more progressive, but if Zubimendi's taken out of the game, Rice needs to drop. That is causing a disconnect between our midfield and our front four. So teams have figured out, press Zubimendi high. He's the heartbeat in the Arsenal midfield. Stop him. We create a disconnect. We create a gap. Now, I believe we resolve this by having the extra legs in midfield. Now, what do I mean by that? Calafiori, starting against Sporting Lisbon, you saw a slightly better version of Zubimendi. Yes, he had a goal ruled out as well, but not that alone. He still had an okay performance. And I think what really helps is Calafiori's ability to step into midfield, to carry the ball forward and provide extra legs in that midfield, which then provides Zubimendi with an option out if he needs it. And obviously the opposition have to worry about an extra body in there. The other person that's really caused, I suppose, a drop-off for Zubimendi is the absence of Jurriën Timber. Timber and White are both capable right backs. Obviously, we know Timber's been absolutely sensational for us this season. Where White overlaps, typically, he's that overlapping right back. He stays close to the touchline. He's basically going down the right and overlapping past Saka or Madueke or even Max Dowman. What Timber does is not necessarily the same. He isn't necessarily hugging the touchline the whole way and constantly overlapping. He does what the game dictates. He does also step into that right pocket of midfield and allow an option out. Did you know he has the second highest number of progressive carries for Arsenal this season? And he's been injured for a few games now. He's been out of the side for a few games. So Timber and Calafiori play a big part in how Arsenal and we control the midfield. And in actual fact, the biggest person that benefits from those two is Zubimendi. Now, Calafiori may have picked up a knock. I don't know if he's going to be fit. I feel like I'm constantly saying this season, which is really, really irritating because I think Calafiori's stellar. He offers something that Hincapié doesn't offer us. So him at left back, as we've discussed on this video, is a real, real benefit to have. But there's also news that Timber could be fit for Bournemouth. That would be massive, not only for Arsenal and our solidity, but also for Martin Zubimendi. I think if we see Timber back in the side, and also if Calafiori is playing, we're going to see the early form that we saw from Zubimendi that made him such a critical part of our midfield and our team. And also it will allow Rice to play further up and collect our front four. We'll just look a bit more fluid. We'll look less disjointed. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you have a different opinion. In the comments, I will answer every single one of them. Personally, you have my guarantee. And as I said, if you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Our parent channel is in the link in the description below, along with Premier Baller for all you football freestyle fanatics. Guys, let's smash up Bournemouth and get the job done, and I'll see you all on the other side.